Hello, everyone. We are back and we are in the episode 21. We are at RevRag AI podcast, episode 21. And today we have been joined by Vivek Singhal, who is SVP and product head of Research 360 at Motilal Oswal. And he comes with a very deep experience across capital markets, digital product innovation, and he's been instrumental in shaping modern investing platforms in India. So, in this episode, we'll try to unpack how technology and now AI probably is actually redefining all the pieces related to retail investing experience for a lot of Indians through Motilal, and what is his thought process and what we are trying to achieve with the new power that we have with AI, right? Very welcome, Vivek. I'm super excited to have you here and chat with you. So, Vivek, as we were chatting about overall trust layer that is there and required in wealth management, right? So, in a trust-driven space like wealth management, how do you see AI evolving from chatbots to true co-pilot AI agents that deliver personalized and research-backed insights to your users and your customers that are coming inside your app?
So, Ashutosh, like in the erstwhile system, delivering advisory and mass, also delivering advice which is personalized, was two very different things. Now, earlier there was a human touch. Okay, every RM was mapped to a few number of clients, and they could have easily given that advice. Now, with digitalization, we have a very high number of clients. Now, that a human is not possible, and it is not possible for a human person to know the portfolio of, let's say, 500 thousands of clients. Now, if you see in any of the wealth management companies, also at a retail level, there could be 2,000 clients mapped to one particular advisor. Now, it is practically impossible for an advisor to understand the requirement of those 2,000 odd clients.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, what we say advisory or is both art as well as science. Even if I give the same call, let's say I say buy Reliance at 1300 today. Okay. Target 1500. Stop loss, let's say 1150, for example. And if I give this advice to four of my clients, the output could be four different things. Maybe tomorrow, Monday, again, the market falls and there's a 2-3% drop and somebody will book the loss.
Right.
Another person will hold it for his daughter's marriage also, and maybe he will sell Reliance at 2,000 bucks.
Makes sense.
Now,
Yes.
having this kind of personalization can only be possible when we are stitching advisory basis not just portfolio but basis behavior also, basis what you are doing on the app also, basis what you want to achieve also in terms of your investment goal. So all these things can only be made enable through an AI driven advisory,
Right.
rather a standard advice given by Reliance at XYZ price. So now truly we can offer personalization from a trust of Motilal Oswal, okay, to n number of clients at scale. That is what is achievable through AI, which was earlier very expensive for us to deliver the same level of quality to everybody. Now with AI, I can offer the same level of personalization to all the clients.
No, I do agree. I think you're right that if let's say we have human relationship managers and that are tagged to 2000 users is not justified to even to the user, right? And likewise for the relationship manager as well. They can't handle 2000 people and even try to give the right advice. So it's not justified. And with the scale that you guys operate on, I think it makes sense to have an advisory which is wise enough to basically do it not just from the knowledge that you have from the research, but also with the type of user that you are dealing with. And if you can get alternate data, which is let's say a behavioral data or sentimental data or the usage behavior, right? All of that combined can unlock a lot of things. I totally agree there. So, as we were chatting, Vivek, that you have seen the world when everything was in physical form based, right? Everybody used to fill the forms, and you were saying a lot of people used to sign multiple things, right? So, from where we were signing physical forms now to one-click onboarding of sort, right? What's the biggest friction that you still see, and you feel that AI can solve for wealth management or fintech overall?
Now, if we look around the world, people feel picking the right stock is the key to financial success. But picking a right stock may be is important up to 20%. Now we have to take a holistic view of the entire in terms of your financial goal, in terms of where you are, where you want to go. Now through AI, actually, I can become a research buddy to you. Okay,
Right.
I can navigate rather than just provide answer when you ask. So a lot of context can be fed into the system, and then the advisory can stitch to your overall goal rather than only what you want today. So more and more personalized, okay, which is stitched to your overall goal, okay, in terms of your uh, 5 years, 10-year plan, where it should actually be able to tell you, okay, this is what you should not do. Rather than if I see somebody is making losses in 3 days, 4 days continuously on a trade, then we tell him, "Ki, boss, don't trade for a day or two. It's okay. There will be better trades available." So once we start recording all this data onto AI, it can actually become a friend and navigate the user.
And I think that is the thesis behind relationship management, right? As of now, relationship has gone away from relationship management. You have to bring that relationship back to the overall piece, right? As you're rightly saying that there should be a buddy sort of approach that we should take and an advisor approach that we should take to basically fill those shoes. Totally agree. And from the onboarding perspective, anything that you particularly think that probably AI could solve very deeply? And there are nuances because we have seen that a lot of people drop off during the onboarding, right? And we have been seeing cross functions, not just wealth, but overall. Anything that you think can probably improve the onboarding space, not just from AI perspective, but from even tax perspective of coming from government side or from fintech side.
So let us look at this way. You went to App Store, Play Store, downloaded an app. There was some intent why you downloaded the app. You generally don't download any of the app. Okay, there was a specific goal. Whether it was about buying a investment, buying insurance, buying opening a demat account. Okay, there is some intent which is there of the user. That's why he goes to the App Store, Play Store, download the app.
Right,
Okay. Now there is a process A, B, C screens. We have to see at what stage the customer is getting dropped.
absolutely.
Whether it's a tech delay because of the app taking more than 3 seconds to go into the next page and the user does not have patience, whether it is an information which the user is seeking and user is not able to get, and there is lack of clarity and the user drops off.
Right.
Now that is now all this thing. If suppose I am doing the activity and you are behind me observing, you will be able to observe the same. However, to do it at a scale, AI will be helpful.
Hmm.
Okay, it can take lakhs of data, analyze like simple thing like a PAN card feed-in keyboard. Okay, now typically you will see in some of the app when you are putting the PAN card after the first four letter, okay, it becomes suddenly numeric.
Right.
Now that's an insight which somebody has given and somebody has implemented. Okay, because there are customers who still don't would not know how to change from alphanumeric alphabets to numeral. So small instances like that, which AI can observe and let the product manager know, and accordingly changes in journey can be done.
And it's and from the journey perspective that you said that probably AI can tell the product manager to improve overall journey, right? But what about the user? Are we trying to help that user whenever they are stuck, right? Any thoughts? Because we have been doing a lot of experiment on that piece with you. And what are your thoughts on like whether AI could be intrusive, or is it intrusive, or actually it's so in wealth, like how do you feel the in-app agents that you have deployed in Bilal, right? Are they intrusive in nature or really helping you?
So again, like very good question in the sense that nowadays the customer has got evolved. He does not want to receive a lot of call. Okay.
Right.
In fact, if there is a brand who is making a lot of call, then customer don't pick any other call and may not really purchase the thing also. However, the in-app agents that we have, okay, can be the smart hand holder, okay, who can actually guide the user at the point of need.
Right.
Okay. That's where the context becomes very important. You provide the help where it is required, not unnecessarily calling the customer and bugging him. So that's how we actually have implemented our in-app agent on the payment screen also. And we have seen there's a huge increase in the subscription ratios as compared to people who are dropping generally.
Right. And do you think like majorly because there are some type of users they are not comfortable in sharing details to a lot of human people, let's say, right? I don't want to share some of my financial information to somebody, right? But with with agents, not just in-app agents, but let's say AI overall. Have you seen instances where users are not actually interested in sharing information, or are they comfortable overall? What are your thoughts?
So with especially with financial information, and we had so many scams and Jamtara and a lot of work which awareness agency have done. There's definitely people don't want to share their personal information to a human.
Right,
Okay, they feel this can be used. This
right.
distrust the digital ecosystem more than the human ecosystem over the phone. Okay, over face to face human, but over the phone they would trust the digital ecosystem, whether it is app or in-app agent, advisors, all those things we have seen because there have been a lot of scams where people have taken personal information and have misused it.
Yes, absolutely.
So that why trust is more towards the IVR kind of a mode or a digital assist kind of a mode.
So moving on, we are seeing that there is a lot of automation that is going to happen in the future, right? Most probably, all the apps will be self-led, and there is awareness that is improving overall in Indian ecosystem with a lot of new apps coming in and people getting comfortable with UPI, right? So by 2030, will investor rely on charts and dashboards, or will AI agents become the primary interface for executing all the trades, investment strategy, taking advice, and even taking actions for that matter? So, how do you see the
So
overall?
there's a healthy debate and discussion which is going on how the 2030 interface of the app will look like.
Right,
Whether it would be a chat GPT kind of interface that you would ask and it will provide or it will be intuitively guide you, or whether it would be kind of a Mintra kind of interface, whether you would like to browse through things. Okay.
right,
So I think it will be somewhere in between, and it would depend on the use case. Because if you know what you want, then I should just provide you the answer. But a lot of time, a user does not really know what is best for him and what he wants.
Hmm.
So think of it like if you like a blue jeans and you can just type on the dashboard blue jeans and you will get it, but still there would be a lot of customer who will go to Myntra, do window shopping, and whose entire act of finalizing a jeans is also an act, okay, which they want to do. Okay, but there would be days where I just want a white t-shirt and that's it. So
Absolutely.
in terms of a financial app, especially for Research 360, how we see if the customer is just looking for an advice, I will have a chatbot kind of a interface, chat GPT kind of an interface, whether it could be an in-app agent, where it could be a text agent, which have a lot of context of the user. And if the user asks which three stocks I should buy, I should just provide the answer. Okay.
Right.
However, there would be another set of customers who would want to see a lot of screeners, who would want to see, ki, boss, how many stocks are going with PE less of 20, 200-day moving average, and then they will come up with a list. I should give them tools which allow them to play around. So it should have a right mix of both.
Absolutely. I think you're right. So overall interfaces are going to be changed, right? And we also believe that there will be a right balance to it. It will not happen that everybody is super comfortable with ChatGPT like interface for all the answers, right? There is always a browse thought process that is still there, right? We go to shopping malls to browse through a lot of designs. That behavior is not going to go away. So I do agree that there will be a right balance, and there will be app agents which might be helping these customers take actions immediately, get answers, as we are doing currently today, right? I think, but it is going to evolve a lot. I'm also like, I keep thinking how it would be, right? But yes, we never know what will happen.
So actual execution, when user wants something, then it will be delivered through a chatbot kind of a system only, ChatGPT kind of system. But the entire act, like today we both are talking, learning something together. Okay, communities will grow. Okay, we have to invest a lot of in learning and building the community. That will give them a lot of confidence to new investors, and that would have a mix of online and offline both.
Absolutely. No, I agree there. I think chatbot word something that I'm putting it
I
aside,
understand. Yeah.
uh, because what we have seen and what we are seeing already happening is that in India, voice is the most used search method that has come up, right? I was going through the data, and India is the most avid users of voice, even in WhatsApp, Google search. I think today even there was data that even the typing that is happening is with voice type. So I think yeah, it is going to evolve a lot. As we are comfortable with chatbots, this chatbot will stay there, but will become much more advanced in terms of like doing action, understanding the right intent of the customer, and as you was the buddy thought process.
No, I agree with you completely. If you look at how many people can type and how many people can speak, definitely everybody can speak and ask in their natural language. Okay. It is our ability through an in-app agent to convert them and then give a very context-driven answer,
Hmm.
which we have already started at R360.
No, no, absolutely. So the next segment of our is basically a rapid fire segment, right? So I'll ask you three questions. You have to answer very quickly, and we'll keep it short, right? You have to keep it short. So first question is one fintech trend that is currently overhyped,
So I think AI is not equal to profit.
right?
Okay. AI is a tool, one of the best tool that our generation has. We have to use it to maximize whatever that we are doing. But AI does not mean all profit.
Makes sense. The most underrated tool for a retail investor today.
Trading journal. People need to keep a record of what they are doing. If there is one person who is keeping it, I'm telling you the success rate improves by 100%.
Massive.
Okay. Have a proper record of what you're doing as a trading journal, then analyze.
So is there a way a user can use a trading journal on R360 app?
So we are integrating the portfolio, okay, whereby user will be able to see all the trades detail.
Great. Last question. If you could build one AI agent to automate your personal life, what would be it?
Actually, there could be many. Okay. Actually, I'm getting greedy over there. Okay. In terms of too many
Let's
options
see.
that we get.
So we'll make it a gin, right? So you have
Yeah.
three options.
But I like the health part of this, apart from finance. Now, like a simple thing that and I've given a lot of data to my smartwatch and phone. At 10 o'clock, it tells me to sleep, and I listen to it.
Hmm.
Okay. So
Hmm.
sleeping become important. In terms of steps, it become important. Start giving me nudges over a period of time.
Hmm.
That allows me to maybe live a healthy life, happy life, because
This
that
is
is as important as building a wealthy life.
so you are actually automating or giving all the data of your Apple Watch to GPT. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Great. This is something really good. Okay, I'll also try. Second, you have two more.
Okay, tell me. Acha, you want one more agent?
No, no, yeah, we gave you three agents, so you have answered
Oh,
for.
three agents. Now, if I say, well, though I am in finance cadre, but then if you're a doctor, if you're an engineer, or if you're a tech person, you don't want to spend so much time in analyzing stocks,
Hmm.
okay, or analyzing your financial status. Actually, there has to be a financial buddy or research buddy who will take your expenses, who will take your income into account and build small nudges.
Hmm.
Okay. Even if you improve 1% every month, okay, in 12 months, you're far better. Okay. In 10 years, you'll completely change yourself. And people don't realize the importance. Like yesterday, I was reading a report. Okay. Like if you go and ask people how much they are getting returns in their saving bank account, their returns is the people feel that they're getting 4 or 5%. Actual return could be 3%.
Hmm.
Okay. Where they can easily get 8, 9, 10% if they invest in any debt fund also. That 3% and 9, 10%, okay, is 300% more. But we all kind of are looking for a magic key, which we are not really able to get ever. Okay. But in our just to look for that one best stock, one best strategy, we forget about using small nudges. Now, if an agent is able to just automate these decisions for me,
Hmm.
the problem is our mind is now preoccupied with so many decisions that we don't, and it's not a rocket science, by the way. It's a very simple thing to do. However, we don't want to invest any time in making those decisions.
You're right. I think yes, all the small decisions or actions actually compound, right? That's
Yeah,
how we work even to show more. conversions in the funnel, right? That's what we do. I think, yeah, you're rightly said. So you have last option to pick another agent.
The other agent could be what you're building for us. Okay. So whereby what the ideal case is that I don't need a human person at all. Somebody is
Right.
there on the R360, okay, Research 360. The agent is able to understand the context, why he is here, and then build strategies using the ecosystem of Motilal Oswal for the customer
Makes sense.
and take feedback over a period of time and keep on improvising the strategy. We can actually build app for one rather than building for a generic app for all.
That
And
is
this app interface also can change. Okay.
right.
Maybe there are out of the 100 or things that we have, agent want to or the customer want to see only 20 things. The 80% things should be removed from the app. The interface over a period of time can become clearer and clearer.
This is innovative. So I think you have answered the fourth question that was asked earlier as well with another lens. Right. I think, yes, you're right. I think, why do we need more things when I'm here to solve only two to three things? And there can be an agent for that. As you said, there's a buddy thought process. So, agreed. Thank you so much, Vivek. It was lovely having you here and really enjoyed the conversation. Uh, Looking forward to meeting you in person again in Mumbai and hosting you again. If people want to reach out to you, Vivek, how do they can reach out?
So pleasure is all mine, Ashutosh, and thanks to Raghav and you, we got this excellent product. People can reach out to me at vivek.singhal at the rate motilaloswal.com and let's build something unique together.
Thank you so much. No, lovely having you as well. And for sure, we are going to build a lot more agents, not just three. No, thank you. Thank you, Vivek. Thank you.
Thanks, Ashutosh.